Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi, guys. Back for my continuing 20-year celebration of the launch of the City of Heroes. 20 years ago today was day 2 of the Head Start, and I'm going to be playing 3 of my recreated characters over the next couple of days. I played the Candiru last night. Tonight, Auntie Matter. I think my first pun-based name, but by no means my last. I'm fairly certain she was a blaster. Here, I've made her a sentinel. A radiation blast, radiation armor. I think that's a nice sort of synergy there. She's level 16. And I created her way back when I was first playing the live game. Let's see what I have skills-wise. I will be filling all of these up, or many of these up, once I hit level 17, so my next level. We have the Alpha Barrier, it's a toggle, Gamma Boost, Regen and Recovery, and that is Resist of Lethal, Smash, and Toxic. And that is another toggle for Resistance of Energy, Fire, Cold, and Negative. And that is a self-heal. And I believe that one is the... Oh no, Alpha Barrier is the one we actually want, not Proton Armor, right? Right. There we are. Let's see what our missions might be. Oh, dear me. I'll probably have to futz with things a little bit here. Let me go to Options. Key mapping. All the way down here. Yeah. This was set up under the old system. They made some changes to the default UI. And there we are. That ought to do me. What do we have in the way of missions? Gather intelligence in Steel Canyon. All right. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Welcome to your weekend. Assuming, of course, your work standard Monday through Friday work shift. Steel Canyon, south. Half a mile. Let's go ahead and hit the afterburners. An underground. Caves. We don't like caves. Here to meet up with Lady Jane and gather information she has regarding the Lost. Neutrino bolt. By the way, neutrinos literally do nothing. There are trillions of neutrinos going through your body every second, and they do nothing. To study them, we build enormous, huge tanks of ultra-pure water with incredibly sensitive light sensors around the outside and try to catch individual photons, because this enormous bulk of water, occasionally a neutrino will hit something and send off a photon. Neutrino bolt, bad name. Let's see, irradiate. What does irradiate do? Radiate is an PBAOE. Okay. Right. This is going to be awful. How awful is this going to be? As I always seem to do, I forgot something, so I'm going to exit and re-enter. It'll just take a sec. And remember this time to set the mission difficulty level. If I don't set the mission difficulty level down when I run into situations like that, where certain lieutenants come in at one level higher and then they're lieutenants, so they're functionally 2 levels higher, and those ones in particular are incredibly annoying. And so I would just be very unfun. I would find that to be unfun. I'm hoping this will allow me to reset it correctly. We go to notoriety, adjust level -1. We'll find out pretty quick. I don't know. I may have to turn around and just do another mission. Because trying to defeat those guys, yeah, I'm going to have to do that. Trying to defeat an orange difficulty lieutenant of that particular variety multiple times, most likely in this mission, is just not something I want to do. The only mission I've got, but I should have contacts. That's Montague. What else have we got? Kyle Peck, the human wreck. I don't actually know that he's a wreck. Just with a name like Peck, I had to call him that. When I hit level 17, which I'm relatively close to getting, be introduced to a new contact, Maggie Green. Clockwork and the Trolls, and she's in Skyway City. So that's all he's got for me is another mission giver. Twin shot? Ah, she's got a mission. Alright, Auntie Matter, as our last mission has made painfully clear, we've started to get into situations that are a bit over our heads. Don't get me wrong, we've done a damn fine job so far when the circumstances, given the circumstances, you just don't get many second chances in this line of work, you know? Anyway, I want to make sure that when the big threats show up, you're ready to handle them. You and Grimm seem to be our top fighters, so I want the two of you to get some practice. If memory serves, this mission's annoying too. Now that's to gather intelligence with this one. Dun, 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 dun. If memory serves, this is a mission where Grimm always gets himself killed. And I can't res him. He's fine after the mission, but he's almost worthless in the mission. That would be me. Cultists. We talk about the circle? No, it's just some batch of Hellions. Thanks for the warning. Alright, it's over here. Must complete your active mission. Oh. We definitely don't want that to be active. We can't abandon that. Huh? Yes, please. There we go. Okay. So I should now be able to do the other one as well. So that's a plus. There we go. In we go. there's the idiot. I mean, Grim. And there's the girlfriend from hell. Seriously, that's what she's described as. It's not my fault. Grim is almost dead already. He's been knocked down. Grim, please get away from the thing that's going to explode when we destroy it. You useless sack of crap. Yeah, he's downed. The very first fight. That's how useless he is. And he's just going to stay here and do nothing the rest of it. Time. This is who I get to work with. And 2 more altars to destroy. And the thing is, they're bad because there's batches of mobs. Girlfriends from hell are tough, so they've got to go first. But tough. Ooh, nice little box. Is it a lament configuration? And this one happens to be yellow difficulty. That's not great. We managed to get her little mini demons taken care of, and that makes things a lot easier. My inspirations are full. I'm fully inspired. And 2 altars down. One's at the top of the stairs. Up there? Yeah, up there. Say so far. Radiation. Good damage. The Altar of Agony. To quote the great philosopher Dalton from the classic movie Roadhouse, pain don't hurt. Fools, you're too late to stop me. I live once more. If you call that lemon. Bing. It's Adros the Hateful. He's not all that he's pretty hateful. Now we've taken care of Adros, and now we just need to take care of his little friends here. And victory is ours. And Grim was worthless. Useless. We took care of that thing for you. I'm a little singed, otherwise fine. The demon's been taken care of. Oh, glad to hear it. I guess Miss Twinshot was correct about your combat capabilities. One moment, please. Colonel? You can call off the raid. Yes, sir, the situation's under control. Yes, Colonel. Yes, I understand. Sorry I wasted your time. Thanks for dealing with that situation, Auntie Matter. It's good to have reliable heroes around that can handle the especially dangerous cases. Not a problem. You know, with your skill, you may want to consider updating your hero core profile. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Fantastic. Let's contact Twinshot again. Hey, kiddo. I guess you and Grim had fun. He seemed a little crispy around the edges. He was defeated. Completely. Worthless. Useless. I'm not interested in joining a team. Thank you. That was kind of you to ask. Seriously, though, Grim was talking you up a few minutes ago. I think you seriously impressed that guy. With fighters like you guys on the team, I think we might just make it through this whole mess. Speaking of which, while you and Grim were off in the cooker, Proton clued me into some strange readings, blah, blah, blah. Twinshot, yeah, I guess you things were, you know those things were Praetorian. Yes, I'm aware. I'm really counting on you, kiddo. That's great. Please, navigate, investigate the clockwork presence. I'm going to investigate the clockwork. And by presence, they mean that they are there, not that they're giving away wrapped boxes filled with good things. Although maybe that. I think it's likely we succeed at this mission. That will ding, and then we'll hit 17, and I'll go to vendor, and that'll allow me to buy level 20 enhancements, and I'll enhance myself up. Rescue the mind. Oh, no mind. That's right. There's a martial artist in here called No Mind. And in the past, I've done things like, whoops, clear out the entire map before remembering that he's in this room right here. We have another friend. How nice. It's nice to have friends, you know? We'll need to go in here and clean these two up in a sec. We'll let ourselves regenerate our health and energy. And then we'll save No Mind. oldest rules in the MMO playbook. Always take out the mender first. The healer's gotta go. That's that level I was talking about. I fear I am no match for these metal monstrosities. Just call them Clockwork. I fought Clockwork before, but not like these. He's going to help. I didn't even see you there. I'm so sorry. I do so love the whip crack sound of hand and I think it's always the feet attacks. They're just lovely. And there goes my buff. So me and No Mind are gonna kick some ass. Well, he's gonna kick. I'm actually going to more do radiation-based things. This way, I think. All of the things we're looking for are in a big room. Might be this big room. We're looking for 3 clues. Will I get them all? Yay! I did. Ooh. A high-quality recipe was just found. Don't think I'll get him. Oh, I got the other 2. Alright, well, there's 2 of the objects we're looking for. The wastebasket, believe it or not, has some evidence. I don't remember of what, but it's evidently important. Evidently important. Never mind. We'll investigate the computer. Evidence. And the glowy box. Evidence. Fend off the clockwork ambushers. Ah, that's right, we get attacked. Memory serves, basically we can just head back and we'll intercept them as they are coming from where we came in. 2 waves or 3 waves? Can't remember. I think it's 2 or 3 waves. That's 1. A 1 and a 2. 3 waves, I think. Coming. I know they're coming. with like a bigger bot. Wow, the old brain can continue to occasionally work. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba. Success is ours. It's easy when you're a hero. You know. You just have to be the hero that you are. Let me head back to... I do have the XP bonus. I'll head back to Atlas Park for the quick training and the purchase, now that I've hit level 17, of some level 20 enhancements, which will be a very nice buff. To my damage, my accuracy, and I think I'd like to put some cooldown speed on those, because I actually spend a fair amount of time sitting there waiting for my cooldowns. I earned a badge. The Rookie Badge. An Exploration Badge. Let's see. That is an auto skill, right? I'm currently not having any issues with stamina. I've got to say, Electron Haze is hitting pretty hard. I'll throw one in there. And Cosmic Burst, I think. Did I take a second title here? I am the astonishing Auntie Matter, I'll have you know. That's how we said it. There we are. I'm now the astonishing Auntie Matter. Did I? I could have sworn I said that. Maybe I didn't save it? That's possible. I didn't save it. Apply. There we go. Now, we're going to buy... I shipped over a little influence to this character earlier today, so we're going to buy some enhancements. I think... 2 damage and an accuracy. A damage and accuracy and a cooldown. Well, let's see. We want 1, 2, 3, 4 accuracies for sure. I'm going to sell those that we're not using. Because if your attacks don't hit, they don't do any damage. Shocking, I know. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, we're going to go with 5. 5. 5. 5 damage enhancements. damage is that one giving? 16.7. So that's fine to keep, yeah. And 2 speed cooldown. Were those the brown ones? Yeah. A couple of greens, I think. 3 greens. Try that again. 3 green, bright green healing ones. No, that's absorb. That's heal / absorb. I think that's the right one, but I want to double check by... Yeah, it is. Gamma boost, maybe better be another cooldown. Yeah, so a green and another brown. Green. Brown. Ah. That's a cooldown. That one doesn't have a cooldown, it's passive. So I'll hold on to this. Another 2 levels, we'll get another couple of sockets we can add, and I can throw one on here. I confused these two. This is the passive heal, this is the active heal. So another green will do. Alpha barrier. Now that is damage resistance and endurance cost. I would think 2 damage resistance and 1 endurance cost, and then an endurance cost for that. So 2 endurance costs and 2 damage resistances. Defense buff, no. Endurance reduction. Pretty sure that's it. We'll make sure by... It is. So we'll need more of those. That was the wrong thing. I almost bought the wrong thing. And then 2 resistance. Now, if memory serves, this is when I have purchased the wrong one in the past. By not paying close enough attention. Range, recharge, endurance modification, resist damage. Should be that. We will make sure. Yep. One more. And that'll do for now. We will have significantly increased our abilities. Contact Twin Shot. Explain to Twin Shot what I found. That's fine. Is everything okay? She's having issues dealing with things because she's a twit. Did I say that out loud? We're now going to head back to Steel Canyon and go back to that mission, the Gathering Intelligence mission. As that will be a nice change, because we'll be leaving behind Twin Shot, who has no known intelligence. Anytime now. Thank you. Steel Canyon, yeah, I think we'll stop. Well, let's put on the proton armor and see how much drain that puts on our endurance. What? Is that not a toggle? Why did it not toggle? Maybe because I was queued up for getting on the monorail. There we are. Well, congratulations to all of you for surviving another work week. I hope you have something entertaining in mind for the weekend. Although clearly you have nothing entertaining in mind if you're spending Friday night here. So hopefully the rest of the weekend you've got that covered. Still, I'm appreciative. Thank you. I'm here to meet with Lady Jane. Now, you may remember, we didn't go very far into here before we saw a mob that discouraged me from doing this. And... oh, I don't think so, friend. Why is everyone trying to run away? That seems quite cowardly to me. Are you cowards? Is that it? I think they're cowards. A ruin mage. Well, I ruined him. Ha ha ha. Lady Jane. Hi, Lady Jane. How you doing? You're looking good tonight. Are you coming? Escort quests. The bane of our existence. Timed quests, too, though. I have to also note that timed quests also suck. This does not appear to be going the way we want to go, unless it doubles back up here. Ooh, another rare recipe. It does not double back here. Rare recipes alone can be sold often for as much as like 300,000 influence. So all that influence I just spent, a good chunk, if not all of it, could be easily recompensed, I suppose. These big spectral demon lords, they just suck. Lady Jane, where did you go? There she is. She showed up at last. It's so hard to get good help, you know? The problem with these various ghost mobs is that they'll run away. And you can't realistically chase them without aggroing everything else. And then they'll show up again later at some unexpected and unrequested time to make things a little bit more difficult. Like you're in the middle of fighting a big, ugly fight, and all of a sudden they all show up. missed you, so we're even. And I'll let you sleep on it. Spectral Demon Lord. Missed. Not much. He might have been well served by running. But he didn't. You can't complete this objective yet. Because I've already completed the mission, you goobers. I'll exit. With another solved mission, because that's what I do. When you're a hero all the time. Montague Castanella. The vial Lady Jane gave you contains some of Hero 1's blood. She claims the blood comes from Hero 1 after he entered the Rickety portal. I don't know where she got that. Perhaps that's what she was trying to track down in the chest she was after. Who knows? There's also a data file regarding the research that Dawn Patrol was doing on the Lost. This might be useful for our new friend Argot Burwatt. Well done, Auntie Matter. Well, yeah. They want me to go see Argot Burwatt. I think he's back in AP, isn't he? Yeah. He's back in Atlas Park. I also have a mission here to investigate a box of costume parts, so I'm going to go with that. Seriously. Costume parts. Hey, being a hero isn't always about, rescuing the damsel or dude in distress. Or defeating some terrible menace to the city or sanity. Sometimes. It's investigating a box of costume parts. It's not all glamour and glitz. Costume cleaning bills. Oh. And of course you can't actually, gain any weight or anything, because the paparazzi will take pictures of your sudden bulge in your unseemly bulge in your outfit, and all of a sudden, why is Auntie Matter putting on the pound? You can tell this is an older game, as this is an extremely stereotyped man who works in a clothing store dialogue. Oh, no, 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 no! That look, it's so ancient. I haven't seen designs like that in years. Your look, your appearance, your visual impact, it's all wrong. It just won't do. Come, I have the perfect belt that would just... that's not why I'm here. No, darling, that's why I'm here. Enough of that. Look, yeah, all right, thanks for your help. Now, the gadget receipts. Memory serves, they are at a place that is a riff on what used to be... a Silicon Valley institution by the name of Fry's Electronics. Now, there were Fry's in various parts of the country, but they got started here in Silicon Valley. And were famously part and parcel of every startup. Was going to Fry's and getting what you needed in the way of technology and junk food. One type shopping there, I was amazed to see that there was actually an aisle that had lots of very, very specific use, low-end components. Things like because I can remember the name because I'd taken a class where I had to use them. It was a 4-bit or 8-bit D-type edge-triggered flip-flop. And in that same aisle on the opposite side, so on this side you had computer chips, and on this side you had potato chips. Literally. That was the Fry's Electronics experience. And basically there was a Fry's within 10 or 15 minutes of basically every place in Silicon Valley. But I'm not sure exactly how they went so terribly wrong, but they started selling things on consignment, and essentially their business completely dried up. This detective has been doing a little moonlighting as a superhero, which is not allowed, and so he's the guy whose costume parts we found. Now we have to investigate the transmitter tag. That's the one I think that takes me to the Fry's Electronics. It's called Cook's Electronics, I think. Fry's famously had a policy where they had a person or two at every exit door who would go through everything you had bought and check it against your receipt. Now, most people were under the impression that they were tacitly investigating whether the customers were ripping them off. That wasn't what they were actually doing. What they were actually doing was making sure that their own employees weren't ripping them off. Because the standard dodge that they'd found earlier was that friends would ring up stuff but not ring up everything, and their friends would leave with expensive stuff that hadn't been rung up. And they could actively say, well, I don't know. I mean, he must have forgot to ring it up. So that's why they used to investigate, look into all the customers' bags and check the components, or check whatever they had against the receipt to make sure that their own employees weren't ripping them off. It was weird. You could go there one time looking for assistance with something, and you could find somebody who knew their stock up and down, knew not just what products they had, but which were good for what application, and what recommendations they would make, price and performance and stuff. And you run in one of those and you go, Jesus, I'm never going anyplace other than Fry's. And the next time you'd come to Fry's, you'd be dealing with a mobile vegetable. So someone went all black market on us, huh? With friends like these, when a Praetorian calls, sure thing, twin shot. Board transit to go to Manticore's base for information. You won't get it by hook or by crook. We will. I can't see where the hell I'm there. So that one's slightly closer. The Fry's Electronics experience was a quintessential part of Silicon Valley in the 80s, 90s, and early aughts. Especially if, like me, you worked in IT. It's like, oh, something broke. We need almost anything, and they would have had it. Manticore's Mansion. Looks like I'm the only one here. Access the database. How cliche. You can hear my heels. Search the database for activity regarding the high-frequency signal transmitter. Entry's been deleted. Location, Shining Stars. Well, what? Who would have? Critical files, Shining Stars member profiles and risk assessments. Open the files. 6 separate entries are all... 2 of them are marked as important. Flambeau and Twin Shot. Flambeau is a narcissist, and she could turn to vigilantism or villainy if she doesn't get her attention and respect she thinks she deserves. And Twin Shot. Twin Shot represents both a danger to primal Earth and a significant flight risk. Temporal anomalies detected in the near vicinity. 97% chance that intruders have infiltrated the mansion. What the? I will defend myself. Got him. 2 groups of clockwork remain to clear out of Manticore's mansion. Well, that should be easy. I can hear the thrumming. Hello, guys. Just stand still for a second. Or like, I got 2 of them. Whoosh. Eat radiation. You can't actually eat radiation. Or at least we can't. I do wonder what it would taste like, though. Given this green color, I'm going to assume that it would taste like Mountain Dew. Defeat the last group. Wait, that wasn't the last group? How I can miss with an I-beam-based weaponry, I don't really understand. I was not put on this earth to get. Stop at the bam, bam. Victory is mine, once again. I have to confer with Grimm about the attack. Since the only one who seems to have known that I was going to be there was Twin Shot, and Twin Shot has been described as a threat. Obviously, it's Twin Shot. Spoiler, it's not Twin Shot. This is a long flight. And boy, are my arms tired. Boom. I've got a dozen of them. Jokes. Alright, back into the university. I hope I don't get mistaken for a co-ed. Radical Justice here. And Adept Striker. I gotta go. I prefer the Radical Justice is a pretty good name for a superhero. Auntie Matter. The trail of your aura shimmers with pain and rage. A bold accusation. It's hard not to come to any other conclusion. Apparently I was mistaken. Well, what do we do? We get to contact Twin Shot again and pretend that we don't know she's a traitor. She's not a traitor. What the future holds. What do you want me to do? Speak with Grimm again. Hi, Grimm. How you doing? She's heading to base now. We'll do what we have to do. I'll see you there. Back to King's Row with their second base. And this is, I believe, the last quest in the multiple storylines with Twin Shot. And it gives a big chunk of XP at the end. I've done the Twin Shot quests so many times because they are a lot of XP. They were added on to the game after some time to function as sort of a tutorial. Not about basic game functions, but about a lot of the game sort of ancillary stuff. Things like the auction house and police functions and the hospital, stuff like that. Because initially they gave you, a little bit on how to play the game, as in how to fight, slotting enhancements, using inspirations and the like. And then, as was true 20 years ago, drop you into the game, have fun, try to figure it out. Fortunately, I didn't have to figure it all out because I had... 1 second. Because I had the Prima Guide. Nice chunky book. Large amount of description of the mobs, the skills, the maps. That really helped. It wasn't unusual at all for the Prima Guide to show up in a lot of players' hands right at the launch of a new game. You enter, the alarms are ringing everywhere. The base is under attack. Get away from me, you stupid metal thing! It's Flambeau, who will now be utterly worthless again. Yes, of course. And off she goes. Twin Shot, what are you doing here? Worrying to see the I'm bringing this whole operation down, Proton, starting with you. Twin Shot, I don't understand. Twin Shot, calm down. There's no need for weapons here. That's Proton. We're past the point of talking, Proton. This ends now. It's Dillo. Badge, the Technophobe badge, for beating the crap out of sufficient numbers, presumably. I don't want your explanations, Proton. But you don't understand what's at stake here. I know it seems bad, but this planet's very future is in jeopardy. That's why I needed to do this. Proton, I don't know if you're a liar or insane, but I can tell you right now that this is not the future. I've been there. Convenient fashion for me. That's disappointing. I'll leave. I'll get two of them. Fighting. Oh, back here. Grim, you could keep fighting, you know. You don't have to stop fighting. Push through the portal road. Break on through to the other side, yeah. I'll leave Grim to deal with them. Are you threatening me, you metal-plated piece of... Oh, I see now. It all makes sense. The portal room. And we've got... In this series of quests, on the good guy side, there are the members of this group. And then on the bad guy side, there's a contest where a bunch of bad guys are trying to kill each other, and they're all here. So basically, the two sort of tutorials for villains and heroes intersect here. I don't remember what happens on the villain side. Oh, yes, I do. Right, one of them's missing. Because we had to deal with her on the villain side. Why can't you understand, Twin Shot? Your future is my past. I know what happens if Paragon City is left intact. Proton, I'm telling you, I've been where that portal leads and it doesn't go to another time. You're delusional. Snap out of it. Give it up, Rochelle. Tillman's work is not so easily undone. You did this to him, didn't you? How low have you gotten, Edward? ... Basically, they have messed with Proton's mind so that he is remembering a past that he never experienced and trying to open a portal to let the people from the alternate mirror universe into ours in large numbers. As she just referred to, or one of them just referred to Grim as an overgrown ankle biter. You can't do this! You don't know what you've done, Auntie Matter. You may think you've done a good thing today. You may even believe that for the rest of your life, but you're wrong. You're confused, Proton. You need help. I do not need bats. Pointless even at this point. I'll never understand why you can live in a world where the supernatural is commonplace, where time travel has been documented, and you still refuse to believe that I could come from a different time. You seem smarter than that, Auntie Matter. Proton, those people you were with are from another dimension, Pretoria. That's a fact. Good evening. You may not be Proton. I think they did something to you, something to your head. Also playing games on PS? PlayStation? I am on PC. You can't blame yourself. Praetorians did this to you. Ba-ba-da-bam, bam. He remains silent. We exit. I think we need to talk to Twin Shot back in AP. And I think I'll get enough XP to level up. There it is. And it's over here. Haha. Can't hide the station from me. Well, you could. And back to Atlas Park. This character was a blaster at launch. I don't remember what blaster secondaries were available. I know the primary was radiation. We're back here again. Let me see. Blaster primaries, blaster secondaries. Electricity. It was probably energy manipulation. The available blaster secondaries at the time were devices, electricity, energy, fire, and ice manipulation. So the radiation secondary didn't exist, or at least not for the blaster class. Could be worse. How's Proton? He's not doing so hot. What happens now? Badge earned. I didn't get the level. I was sure I was going to get enough XP for a level. I mean, I'm close. I'm like 95%. Oh, we do have another mission in this map. We need to talk to Argot Burwat. And then we're going to see if we can't cure some Lost. Not the TV show. Badge earned. The Observant Badge, the Collector Badge, the Kowlin Legacy of Earth Badge, and the Tipped Off Badge. I got all of those badges. I guess I'm just cool like that. Let's see, Argot Burwat, there he is. Our favorite alien. Hi, Argot Burwat. He's got some blood. He wants me to talk to the Arcane Guild of Investigation, the modern Arcane Guild of Investigation, or Magus Magi. Why they can't agree on whether it's a hard G or a soft G, I don't know. It's Mage or Magi, but Magus? It's coming. And he is in City Hall, I do believe. Yep. Dun, 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 dun. Now I need to talk to Montague Castanella, I believe. Montague? A cure for the lost virus. That is something I never thought the world would see. I will start searching for the final piece of this puzzle at once. Here's the last piece. Something from all the Midnighters who were fallen to the Ricti. Take it to Azuria. She'll be waiting for it. Okay, and Azuria happens to be right behind me. And did we get... We did get. We have a lost cure. Contact Montague again. You've got it. You've really got it. By the dark gods, you have a cure for the lost. So he wants me to test it out on some lost. I have to cure 20 of them. And as is tradition, for me anyway, on this mission, head to the far end of King's Row, where there's always a bunch of lost. And what they are is they're these horrible, lost individuals, hence them being called the Lost, who have psychic powers and in some cases grown huge or strong. And what we're going to do is we're going to convert them back into homeless people. And I'm not sure it's really a win for all of them. It's like, here, you're cured. Now go away. Continue to be invisible. See, like this Headman Blaster. I'm going to hit him with a Lost Cure. And he turns from a big, enormous, strong dude into a citizen in tattered clothing. Think about it, homelessness is a superpower? Well, you may have to be superpowered to, like, survive it and be sane and whatnot. And again, you know, they're super powered. They were not really super villains. But regardless, at least they were special. And now they're homeless dudes. I mean, sure, curing the lost is a good thing, but how about we, I don't know, take care of them afterwards too? They didn't ask to be infected with the Richter virus. Well, I don't think. There may have been some that wanted to be infected with the Richter virus. I don't know for sure. But I'm just kind of doing catch and release with the Lost. I've cured 11 out of 20. Another advantage of doing it here is I'm high enough level that none of them attack me, so I can just really quickly buzz through. Cure 20 and go on my way. How are you doing, Z? Alright, we'll head back the other way. Playing D2 Resurrected right now. Nice. I have watched it. I have not played it or even purchased it yet. I played a lot of D2, but I wasn't one of the people who played D2 extraordinarily extensively. I know for a lot of people D2 was their game, and they just played it pretty much forever. And I think, my understanding anyway, is that the Resurrected is a good implementation You know, we will give you the option to update the graphics, and we'll make some other tuning choices, but the core game is the same. So, a tip of the cap to Blizzard for getting that one right, at least. The Lost Savior badge I just received. And we will talk to Montague Castanella. Well done. You've done what no one's been able to do since the Lost first started appearing. Now I just need to work more closely with Argot Burwatt and Azuria on a way to mass-produce this cure. That will take some time, but from what you've helped accomplish today, you've brought hope back to the people of Paragon City. With the Lost Cure on its way, the Midnight Squad can begin to look at other avenues to counter the Rikti. Now that you're officially a member of the Midnight Squad, I want you to go to our club. It's a place for others like us to discuss matters of the occult and mystical arts, while also preparing for the eventuality of another Rikti attack. Si vis pacem, para bellum. That's the catchphrase to get in. If you're not familiar with it. To keep peace, prepare for war. More or less. Back to Steel Canyon South. To the university. I can't think it's much of a university. They must be like a internet university because they've got like 3 buildings in the whole place. That building, and that building. That's the entirety of their university. I gotta say, seems a bit iffy. You know? Excello. Si vis pacem, para bellum. In you go. Badge earned, Midnight Squad. Now, I don't actually have magic powers. I have radiation powers, and I didn't get them magically. I got them radioactively. I don't remember what I have in this character's ID. My character description is, I swear, if you play that Imagine Dragons song one more time, I cannot actually get missions from her until I'm level 25, I think. Enter the Midnight Club, and who do I talk to? Is it him? Yes, a reward merit. 13 reward merits. That's actually rather a lot of reward merits. I believe this, they'll tell me. Threat level 20, so not 25, 20. But I have almost level 18. I need just a tiny little bit of XP for level 18. Oh, to talk to Montague again? That might be it. That might do it. That's the sound of it doing it. I'm level 18 now. Well, we'll head to Blythe Square, where we may or may not hear the jazzy guitar riffs, and we'll train up. Sadly, we have all these lovely buffs that we just got for leveling up, but they only last like 60 seconds. There it is, the jazzy guitar. Level 18. So, let's see. Aim. That's a short term for a few seconds. It gives you a big aim buff and a small damage buff. My accuracy is pretty good right now. Proton Stream. Hurls a volley of alpha particles at your target. Proton Volley. It says Proton Stream. Which is it? Proton Stream or Proton Volley? Highly accurate and will reduce the target's defense. Makes that a good opener. Fallout Shelter. While active, you are protected from recharge, movement hold, sleep, immobilize, stun, and knockdown effects. Additionally, Fallout Shelter grants you minor resistance to toxic and psionic damage, as well as a measure of resistance against slow effects. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but Proton Stream sounds pretty good. So we're going to grab that. That'll make a nice new chunky opener. We have no missions. I guess Maggie Green. Or we can check and see. What do we have in the way of tips? Visitor's Guide to Atlas Park. What that'll do is, I think, allow us, when we finish it, to have it teleport to Atlas Park, I think. So I'm going to head back to Atlas Park. $20 years ago, yesterday, this game launched. Mind you, that was like 7 months before EverQuest 2 and WoW both launched. Not a bad year for MMOs, huh? City of Heroes, EverQuest 2, WoW. Remember the golden age of MMOs when it seemed like there was a new MMO every 6 months? I miss those days. In 2012, for a couple of months, I wrote a blog, still available, where I was writing about upcoming games. And at that time, that was the beta testing for Guild Wars 2, beta testing for The Secret World. A number of other games were upcoming. And now what do we have to look forward to? More survival games. More Asian MMOs that will more than likely end up being disappointments even to those who are looking forward to them. Another tip found. Visitor's Guide, the next one. Look for new local points of interest in Atlas Park. I'll find the next one. I mean, there are a couple of the Asian MMOs that are coming. Was it Blue Protocol? Is one of them. And there's another one coming. Oh, it's on the tip of my tiny brain. And people who've been playing both of them, I assume we're going in, have panned them. Blue Protocol was going to be one thing and they changed their mind, and the new version has gotten completely panned. Badge earned, okay? So I've earned the Edge of Chaos badge and the Atlas Tour Guide badge. So I have no tips. Atlas Tour Guide, you've obtained this accolade by earning every exploration badge within Atlas Park. And does that give me teleport. No, I have a day trader teleporter. I don't have one for Atlas Park. I'm not sure how that... Oh, fast travel. Provides quick access to your personal and group teleportation powers. We'll close that. And take a look. Move it there. Long-range teleporter, Ouroboros, monitor duty, rapid response portal. I don't know how those work. Mission transporter, team transporter, assembled the team. Ah, you can see I do have it. There it is. It keeps bopping away. Not sure how to move through the menu because it's really poorly readable. The readability on that is terrible. Bring it up. If I click on it and I go too high, it vanishes on me. So I'm not sure what the deal is. I'm not sure how to actually use it. Okay, trying to read that. Pretoria, Rogue Isles. Pocket D, Paragon City. The menu is busted or just non-functional or something. Regardless, it does I'll give me that ability if I can figure out how. The UI on that is not great. What other contacts do we have? Montague, alright, those are all inactive. Those are too high. Active. Find contact. How about we try that? Eagle Eye. Yeah, I think we can do the Eagle Eye quests. We didn't do those? I'm a little surprised. Oh, I do know this contact. I did do them. Okay. I know Shauna Stockwell. I do not know Graham Easton, the museum curator. Laura Lockhart. We've dealt with Montague. We do not know Jim Tembler. Angry young man is the description of him. Sure, we'll teleport to him. He's in Faultline, which was a once prosperous area. Paragon City until, well, earthquakes. Ask about available missions. I'll find Fusionette. Warm Fusionette. That's a musical reference. A somewhat obscure one. I have to rescue her. This place looks mostly normal, but there are subtle clues that after hours, this is a gathering place for the strange underground cult called Lost. Hey, I just found a cure for them. Oh, let's try that. He's trying to run away. I like the sound effect on that one. Probably this way. Those big swords hit really freaking hard. dead end. I have chosen poorly. Enhancement converter. I think those sell for big influence. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Well, some of them. Either the converters or something very similar to them sell for big influence. The other one sells for small influence. Well, relatively. But I sent myself 1 million over here, so I am not influence poor on this character. Missed. I am going to have to put some points into my endurance recharge, as I am now, with the addition of another attacking skill, more likely to be running into some issues with my energy. It happens when you get old. You know, it's so easy to run out of energy. Alright, where's Fusion at? What kind of man fires a machine gun at a lady? Evidently that kind. Oh, we got a couple more guys just laying on the ground. Look at the loss. Come on, man. Laying down on the job. Bunch of slackers. Where's Fusion at? Ah, there she is. Oh, nice fashion sense. Not really. That was sarcasm. I know, it can be tough to tell with me what's sarcasm and what's not. But there is one helpful hint I can give if you want to know when I'm being sarcastic as opposed to when I'm not being sarcastic. If my lips are moving I'm being sarcastic. Oh, great! She aggroed multiple batches. Thanks, Fusionette. You useless idiot. Escort quests. We all love them. We actually all hate them. Deeply. Genuinely. From the bottom of our heart. Oh, wow, that's weird. She's showing up as the red arrow, which is normally used if you're missing a kill or two on hostiles. She gonna behave the rest of the way out? She gonna aggro things unnecessarily, huh? Fusionette, are you? Oh, no. Come on, Fusionette. Superheroes. Oh, more. She wasn't completely useless. Nice knockbacks on her skills. So her skills, I might describe them as nice knockers. Man, I'm old. Alright, she's out. She can fly like a bird in the sky. I don't know if she has flown through the donut hole or not. Hold on, here we go. Badge. The old-fashioned badge for flying through the donut hole. Alright, where's Tembler? There he is. I got a call from Fusionette. She told me she's fine, thanks to you. So I owe you for that. She also said that the Lost did have the tape, but now some Lost leader called Curse has it. Then she told me that she's going to go get it by herself. Yeah, impulsive. She's in no shape to fight again. It's too soon. All I wanted was to find out what happened to my dad. I don't want her to get hurt. Blah, blah, blah. She's an idiot. There were some people looking for you. They wanted to talk to you about some stuff. Let's see. Tom Bowden, NSA. Works with the Clockwork. And the Lost. Or Sergeant Suzanne Barnard. By the way, the face on her looking all smudged is because I'm using an optional beta for cel-shaded graphics, and that doesn't always work correctly on faces in portrait shots like this. Sometimes they don't even have heads. She is Skyway City and the Sioux or the Council. I wouldn't mind fighting the Council, but I'd rather not fight the Sioux if the alternative is the Clockwork and the Lost. I'll take the Clockwork and the Lost. Unenthusiastically. Alright, we've got to save Fusionette again. Because people are dumb. One of my issues with Guild Wars 2 storyline is how often our character gets missions that are completely predicated on the fact that one of our friends has done something stupid to put themselves or others in danger. And never at any point are we allowed to tell them, do you have any idea how goddamn stupid you are? Ever. It's an aberrant rector. Rector? I barely know her. Oh, I got held. Didn't do him any good. Arbiter Sands. Instead of fighting, perhaps we can help each other. Alright. You and me. Arbiter Sands. Arbiter Sands is a member of Arachnos, the bad guys of City of Heroes, or at least the bigger bad guys. Biggest bad guys? Their leader, Lord Recluse, is in charge of... he's the big leader in City of Villages. So. Alright, we have to find Fusionette and defeat Curse. Nice shades on Arbiter Sands. Arbiter Sands got a little style. That's nice. Generally, Arachnos has got pretty good style. Of course, it's not unusual for the bad guys to have style. I mean, let's take the Gestapo. Awful, horrible organization filled with deeply evil people. But their outfits? The SS and the Gestapo? I mean, if you were making movie bad guys, you'd dress them up just like that. One of the reasons they make such good bad guys. They dress like movie bad guys. It's an aberrant eremite. I can't believe I got caught. Again! Well, you are an idiot, so I have no problem believing it. Now we have to find and defeat Curse. It's Curse and a Scrounger Gunner. We got him. Ba-ba-da-bum, bum. That never gets old. Let's face it, if you're designing bad guys for a movie. We're going to dress them all in black, and we'll give them little silver skulls on their caps. Yeah, that sounds good. That should work. And all that brings to mind is the routine. If you were to look up the phrase, "Are we the baddies?" It's a British sketch comedy with a couple of SS officers standing around, and one of them starts asking questions about, realize that these are skulls on our hats? Are we the baddies? Ask about available missions. Might want to bring some friends. Nocturne the Night Widow sounds pretty rough. Indeed she does. I'm trying to get this to work. Can I move it? I don't know if I can move it up to this. No, I can't. Let's see. We don't need that in it. Remove. Can we read it better here? Long range teleport zone check. We come over here. No. This UI is almost useful, you know? Oh, and we go all the way over to the edge. Nothing happened. It almost worked. Paragon City, we come all the way over to the edge, and we choose Atlas Park. It doesn't work. Don't know why. Back to Skyline, I think. Skyway, sorry, not Skyline. Back to Atlas Park, where I'll be calling it an evening. I want to thank all of you guys, as always, for hanging out. I'm very appreciative. Every time I do this, I am still honestly, sincerely appreciative. Thanks, guys. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia and Australia, for more City of Heroes. Specifically, celebrating the 20th anniversary of the launch of City of Heroes. We are in day 2 of the 3-day head start. Tomorrow will be the actual publishing date, the 27th, and the 20th anniversary of the 3rd day of the 3-day head start, and then Sunday, the 28th, will be the actual 20th anniversary of the official non-head start launch. Tomorrow, I think I'll be playing Morgul. I'm trying to play characters who I have recreated on these new servers. So far, it was Kandiru, who was my first character I created at launch. I know I created Auntie Matter very early on. I know I created Morgul early on. He was my most played character. And I'm sure amongst all the other characters, I can come up with another one there where I went, oh yeah, I played him back in the day. So that's my plan for the upcoming couple of days. Beyond that, don't know. So I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time. Hopefully you will see me soon. Again, guys, thanks for hanging out. I hope the rest of your Friday night kicks ass, and I require you to all have a great weekend. I'm back tomorrow. So, have fun tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.